Hello, everyone. Welcome to Room for Jesus. This little playlist is going to be all about Babylon in the Bible. Today's video is just an introduction to that playlist. So we will be just going over very briefly the four types. Yes, I said four types. Four types of Babylon in the Bible. People only usually, people only know the one that's associated with the Jewish captivity, but there are other types of Babylon in the Bible. So we will be going over those. Now, the first type of Babylon was the old city, the ancient city of Babylon, which lasted from somewhat after Noah's flood. It was built, and it lasted till about the beginning of the Arab conquest of that area. So quite a long time. I think there were a couple of times when it was destroyed and rebuilt, but it had a pretty continuous existence otherwise. The second type of Babylon is the one we all know about. Most of us know something about that. So that was a 70-year period from Nebuchadnezzar up until King Cyrus, when the Jews were taken captive into Babylon. So that Babylon was actually a country. The city of Babylon was still in existence, and it was the capital of the country called Babylon, or sometimes people call it Babylonia. I would prefer that we did that because that would make a big difference to understanding the difference between the country and the city, but it's common practice to call them both Babylon. So that's what I will be doing in this video, in this series. The third kind of Babylon is, again, Babylonia, the country. So this country is the one that we know from King Cyrus, with, all the people like Nehemiah and Ezra, up until about let's call it the 1950s. So it lasted quite a while. Jews were in Babylon in fairly big numbers, and that's why we're going to be studying that, because most of the history of the Bible has to do with Jewish people, okay? So, yeah. Now, the fourth type of Babylon is that one that hasn't really happened yet. It's prophecy, and I think that in the Bible it was called the Mystery Babylon, but I think the mystery is actually solved now. Not for sure, but that's my opinion. And we will be going over why it's a mystery and why I think the mystery is solved. So that will be our fifth video in the series, and that will end off the series.